everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Coven, and you are watching WitchCast, a series of videos where I document the controversy and hot topics of the witchy community. So today's topic is going to be very heavy, very controversial, and highly debated, so please keep all comments respectful, if you will, of other witches' paths and ideas. So today we're going to be talking about the threefold law. Yeah, I know. Huge topic, a lot of controversy. People don't like to really even talk about it. And I know I already see the eye rolls happening. So the threefold law, what is it? It's a loose base of karma where you basically, if you send out energy into the universe, good or bad, it comes back to you threefold. Now, this is more of a Wiccan principle. This is more of a Wiccan belief, a Wiccan teaching. Not all witches are of the Wiccan belief or the Wiccan faith. So that is pretty surprising for newcomers to hear, myself included. I was a young, naive witch. I didn't know that. And plus, back in the day, there were no opposing views. There was no books about other paths or websites, mind you, or apps about other paths. It was Wicca everything. So automatically, I thought that if you were into witchcraft of any type, you were a Wiccan. So yes, I started off with Wicca, and it has taught me a lot of valuable traits, a lot of basics in magic, and a lot of decent stuff. So I'm really kind of glad I went that route and kind of branched out on my own. Now, before we actually get into depth about this video, it's not about shaming Wiccans or what they believe or the threefold law or karma or if you believe in any of those things. It's not to shame anyone. It's actually just to bring up the topic of witch shaming, and people just shouldn't do that, okay? They shouldn't really shame a witch for what she practices, but we'll get into that. So not all witches are Wiccan, so not all witches will believe in the threefold law or karma, and not all Wiccans practice the threefold law and karma. So you can take whatever you want and apply it into your practice. It's your own practice. So if you don't want to follow the threefold law, then you don't have to. It's whatever you believe in that area. So not all witches believe in karma and its effects. I practice a more traditional view on magic, a more practical view on magic, so I don't believe that if I do send out a curse that it'll come back to me, unless it backfires, you know, that's a whole different story. But if I send out a curse and it is a well-manufactured, good curse, like I really put my soul into it, I don't believe that I'm going to be getting negative energy back. You know, or if I send out like a positive spell, I don't automatically believe that I'm going to get positivity back. I know that that's just not how life works in my belief, okay? Everyone has their own opinion, but in my belief, I don't believe in karma or the deal of cause and effect. So the controversy and the problem with people believing the threefold law and people don't believing is that you'll get a shame, you know, you'll get a shaming of witches that practice curses, hexes, bindings, anything that's considered taboo or dark, you know. So every time you post a curse or a hex or anything like that on different aminos, I'll see people put a big disclaimer on top saying, no, I don't believe in the threefold law. Please don't shame me for this, something along the lines. And I feel like it's very not belittling, but it's almost like, really, you have to do that? But yeah, you have to do that, because if you don't, you're gonna get comments like karma will come back to you and mind the threefold law, because people think that all witches believe in the threefold law, that all witches should abide by it, when a lot of us don't. Actually, the majority of us don't. It's just a common misunderstanding, I feel like. And it's more than that. It's people who really believe in the threefold law try to push it on to others, and that's wrong, okay? Especially, I see this a lot on Facebook groups. I'm part of a lot of different witch groups, but anyways, on Facebook groups, you'll get people that want to do a revenge spell, a curse spell, or a hex spell, or whatever the case may be, and then you'll have people in the comments deciding their morality, so for them, and B, pushing karma. So pushing the karma law and its effects, when the person probably stated, hey, I don't believe in this, so it doesn't really apply to me. It's kind of saying like, you know, oh, you're going to hell, but if I don't believe in hell, then it doesn't really apply to me. That means nothing to me, really. So the basis of this video is, if you do believe in the threefold law or karma, or, you know, don't harm anyone, whatever that read is, then that's totally fine. That's cool. That's your own path, your own practice. But don't push it onto others. Don't shame witches for what they practice. Don't decide people's morality, because that's their choice. They have to make that choice themselves. If they want to go ahead and go with the curse, or go with the hex spell or the bind spell, or whatever they want to do, then that's their choice, and they have to decide them for themselves. Now, don't push karma onto people as well, just because it's just wrong. Don't push your beliefs onto anyone else. You can say so, you know, you could just be like, okay, this is what I believe, whatever the case may be, but don't be overly pushy with it, just because A, arguments will stem from it, and B, a lot of people don't like that. But anyways, you can't decide a person's morality. If they want to do the curse, then they're gonna do it. There's nothing you can do about that. Focus on your own practice and whatever you want to do. So not all witches believe in the threefold law or karma or its effects. So just try to be respectful of everyone's beliefs, and know that a lot of witches just don't practice that. We don't mind that rule. We don't see it as a read of any type. So basically the video is, don't shame other witches for what they believe. And that's just a common rule. Just don't be shitty, you know? Don't be like pushing your beliefs or preaching the threefold law to someone who's not going to listen anyways. So if you do want to make a post or a blog about the threefold law and everything else like that, that's totally fine. That's awesome. Embrace your path and your abilities and your teachings and your knowledge. Embrace that. But don't come off as preachy. Don't try to teach people the threefold law if they don't want to listen. If you have other Wiccans or witches that do follow the threefold law and they are willing to listen to you and they want to learn about it and all that stuff, that's good. That's great. That's awesome. But don't waste your time, you know, preaching the threefold law onto people that won't listen. You know, there's people that practice all different types of magic. So yeah, not all witches are Wiccan. Not all Wiccans practice threefold law, and not all witches believe in karma. That's the little WitchCast for today, and I'm sure I left a couple of things out, but that's where I'm going to end it. Don't witch shame other people for practicing things that are not, you know, something you're accustomed to, or a little darker than what you are used to. Don't shame witches for that, you know, just keep scrolling, whatever they want to say about that. But anyways, that's the video for today. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Join the coven and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out all my social media, and until next time, I will see you guys.